We welcome the Ethics Commissioner's investigation.
More significant developments today in a story that is rocking the Liberal Party to its foundations. Canada's ethics watchdog has agreed to investigate allegations that the Prime Minister's office attempted to influence an ongoing criminal case against the prominent Quebec construction company, SNC-Lavalin. This is an issue that has been much talked about over the past few days, and I think it's extremely important that Canadians can continue to have confidence in our system. Last week, the Globe and Mail released a story alleging the federal government pressured Canada's former Justice Minister to influence an ongoing court case against SNC-Lavalin. The company is charged with fraud and bribery for dealings in Libya and would face a 10-year exclusion from government contracts if prosecuted. Unnamed sources in the story alleged Jody Wilson-Raybould was demoted to Veterans Affairs after refusing to bend to the PMO's demands. Trudeau tried to clear the air on that allegation.
She confirmed for me a conversation we had this fall where I told her directly that any decisions on matters involving the Director of Public Prosecutions were hers alone.
Since the story broke, Wilson-Raybould has stayed silent on the issue, citing solicitor-client privilege. Trudeau says he's looking into whether or not the government can waive the rules after the opposition suggested it.
The issue of solicitor-client privilege is not a simple one, so I have asked our Attorney General to provide me with advice on this matter.
But meanwhile, in the nation's capital, Canada's Attorney General wasn't providing any answers.
And so I really can't answer that question. And it would be very inappropriate for me to give any comment on that. So it would be inappropriate for me to comment on that.
NDP leader Jagmeet Singh addressed the issue from BC.
We want the government to go beyond that. We want them to waive solicitor-client privilege. We want the government and Mr. Trudeau to allow the Justice Committee to ask questions about what's going on, because at the end of the day, we've got a multinational corporation that's pressured this government to change the laws, to create a loophole so they don't actually face criminal sanction.
Senior Maclean's writer Paul Wells says the Ethics Commissioner's investigation could be a win-win.
Ethics Commissioner investigation is almost ideal for both sides. The opposition is now free to ask hundreds of questions, and the Prime Minister is free not to answer any of them.
Wells added that any investigation would probably only conclude after the next federal election. In Ottawa, Nigel Newlove, City News.